Here we have another video from Meenan Transmissions. 2 locations, one in Lansdale, one in Willow Grove. We can be reached online at meenantransmissions.com. The transmission we're talking about today is a ZF 5HP19. This particular transmission is out of an Audi 2.7 liter twin turbocharged Allroad. Vehicle was brought in, I test drove it, and it had absolutely no fourth gear engagement, which just basically from third gear into neutral. So upon disassembly, we can see some of the clutch components in this transmission. Okay, you look at these clutches and they have a very, very limited cross-sectional area. You can see that the clutches are black from slippage. Basically, this clutch itself actually looks okay, but there's only 2 friction elements. The pan here, you see that there was a lot of metal composition present. The fluid itself is black. This transmission has a front differential assembly that goes on the side here. Okay, here's the front diff. That looks to be in acceptable condition. However, I do see some discoloration on the bearings, so we're going to need to inspect that. This came in with it's also all-wheel drive. This is the all-wheel drive power takeoff unit. The fourth gear drive components, here are the fourth gear clutches, and even though the clutch count looks to be more significant than the other clutch drums, the clutch diameter is very, very small. Some of the components, this is the actual driven hub here. Okay, so you can see that this is chewed up and actually bent. This drum obviously is going to need to be replaced. This hub is going to need to be replaced, and all of the components inside of that drum. So these transmissions are fairly light capacity when you think about what engine's behind it. That 2.7 turbocharged engine makes decent power. It's not uncommon for people to put programmers and do modifications to them, which definitely will shorten the lifespan of the transmission. Just to show an exploded view of the transmission. Okay, here is that fourth gear clutch drum, component 550. The actual component it drives. There's the fourth gear clutch hub. Okay, so you can see this transmission has a lot of parts in it. It's fairly labor intensive transmission. Quite frankly, I think that it is undersized for the application. This vehicle probably would have been better off with a 5HP24. The HP24 has clutch components that are a little bit more significant, gear train that's a little bit more robust, and probably better suited for that 2.7 liter turbocharged engine. Here we have the assembly process being commenced. We have the drums loaded up with the new clutches. Gear train components have been inspected and assembled, and now it's a matter of getting things completed and wrapped up. Even though there are some hard parts requirements, still able to do this transmission, rebuild it, and save some money compared to the original remanufactured unit from Audi or from some other remanufacturing vendors.